Thank you. Thank you. First of all, this is not a keynote address. This is me sharing time with you. Wow. I'm delighted to be back in Atlanta, especially for the Metropolitan Atlanta Arts Fund. Yes, I opened a Broadway show, my third Broadway show, night before last. But I have to tell you, as I was riding AirTran, drinking my Coca-Cola, descending on Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, I knew I was home. I saw the green trees, saw the green grass, and I thought, I'm home. How many Broadway directors say they have a home? They have a community. I have a home. I take you wherever I go. And here, I think I'm a soldier in the army of artists. Here in Atlanta, I'm proud to stand on the shoulders of the greats, Frank Whittow, stand on the shoulders of Chris Manos, I stand on the shoulders of Alfred Urey, Virginia Beatty, Willie Woods, Marinelle Santa Croce, Fred Chappell, Bob Farley, Samuel L. Jackson, Eddie Levi Lee. I rub shoulders next to artists like Linda Stevens, Sandra Deer, Kent Gash, Carolyn Cook, Mira Hirsch, Janice Schaefer, John Stevens, Chris Echolm, Susan Booth, Afema Omalame, Bill Nunn, Richard Garner, Carol Mitchell, Chris Coleman, Jessica Phelps, Lisa and Jeff, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I just finished directing my first movie, A Raisin in the Sun. It's gonna air the night after the Oscars, so set your calendars now. I was a part of a history with the production of Raisin in the Sun on Broadway. I had an opportunity to direct Toni Morrison's opera, and I had the opportunity to spend the last 4 months with our greatest playwright sitting on his porch talking about stories, the great August Wilson. But when all that's said and done, this community has given me the tools that will sustain me for the rest of my life. Without this community, I could not do these things. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, notes aside, that you sustain me. I am a spiritual person by nature. God is at the center of my life, always. But next to God, this community is what sustains me. And when you're in the infested sharp waters of commercial theater and commercial film, you need something to sustain you. You sustain me. You make me better. And I hope I make you better. I think that's all God is telling me to say right in this moment. Okay, but I've been on both sides of the fence. I've worked in a lot of the smaller theaters in Atlanta. I know the struggle. I know how it feels to try and keep the doors open and create good art at the same time. When I was artistic director of the Alliance Theater, I saw all my peers in the theater, and I saw what the Art Fund was doing for them. It was helping them to be stronger. Supporting the many theaters in Atlanta kept new work coming, kept riskier stuff on our Atlanta stages, kept actors in Atlanta, which was a great benefit for all of us, even at the Alliance. And I am the founder and artistic director of another little theater called True Colors Theater Company. And I know how it feels to be a small, stable theater company and create good art. So I appreciate the Arts Fund on many levels. Life in the Atlanta arts community before the Arts Fund was not thriving. Many of the theaters that I worked in prior to the Alliance needed money. Well, I'm sure the Alliance needs money too, but you need money for facilities, guidance, consultants, staff. The needs were huge, and the support was just not there. When I look at the list of the very first Arts Fund grantees, I get a picture in my mind of what they were doing in 1993. I remember 7 Stages, when Pearl Clegg and I had on shirts that said "Love in Trouble," and we carried flyers around trying to get people into the theater. The artists had to be out there handing out flyers, and we had to perform that night. I remember when theatrical outfit didn't have a home. In those days, raising money for the small arts organizations was difficult. Many funders had never heard of the smaller organizations like they had heard of the Alliance or the Symphony. Plus, we had our own form of support. But the others, no. Some of the organizations did not survive, while others were forever on the brink of closing their doors. Then came the Metropolitan Atlanta Arts Fund, brainchild of the Community Foundation for Greater Atlanta and the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce. The Arts Fund was and is a very smart, forward-thinking concept, a concept that has benefited the city of Atlanta immeasurably. Strengthening and stabilizing the arts community helped put Atlanta on the map for a lot of things. More companies chose Atlanta as their headquarters. We won the Olympic bid. We became an international city. Well, change that. We're still trying to become an international city. But we are the jewel of the South. Today, we have one of the most vibrant theater communities in the country. And I know that because I just toured a play to 7 different cities. We stand strong among all of them.